What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is What's ladies and gentlemen. That time is upon us. It is that summertime that we oh so very missed last year, and this year they are back in full force as E3 is coming back. We've got a few days of major announcements, including the kickoff today with the Summer Game Fest. Now, of course, this is being hosted by Jeff Keighley. We're going to be doing a live reaction, seeing what might be announced here. Some of the big stuff that is rumored is that we will be seeing an update for Elden Ring, so that should be pretty exciting. Of course, in addition to that, there's that rumored XCOM Marvel game, and if that gets revealed today, oh, that would be so cool. I look forward to seeing that, particularly because I'm very curious to see what that might actually end up looking like in terms of the gameplay side of things, because I'm someone that looked at XCOM and I was like, okay, this looks kind of interesting, and I actually like the tactical gameplay for it, but I never really was interested in the world. So this seems like it's gonna probably solve that problem for me or people like myself who are fans of the Marvel universe, and we get to play something that we typically do not. So we're gonna get kicked off here in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the show. In the meantime, let's talk to you guys. Let's see what you guys think so far. Are you guys excited? Are you not excited? Are you looking forward to this? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. KX Cook, Joseph R, what's up? Dave Poole, PM T-Bone, Blapped. Thank you guys so very much for being the first people in the chat. And then, guys, by the way, once we're done, I'm going to hop over on the Discord server, which, by the way, join the link in the description, and I might be able to even do a couple of questions to run things down. We're going to see. I'm going to just quickly jot down some points. Pardon me. As we get prepped here, so I could keep track of all the announcements that we get. There's a rumor of a new skate game again, so that'll be interesting. If that actually comes through. Bro, how does your facial hair grow so fast? I don't know. It just be do, bro. It just be do. That's how we do. We got about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, guys. Bless you. Thank you, Cinnamon Lover. Hey, Edith. Good morning. What's up? And yes, guys, I will still be doing the Mario Kart stream today. I'm literally just, again, the only holdup is this, because a lot of people were asking for me to stream this and do a live reaction. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a live reaction. Miles Skywalker, fingers crossed, as long as... well, actually, it doesn't matter, because even if Amazon doesn't deliver, supposedly tomorrow's stores in Canada open back up, at least at like, I think 25% capacity. So worst case scenario, I should still be able to go and pick up the game from the store. So yes, I would like to go on ahead and play it. Do you think we will see anything about Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? Possibly. Considering the fact that a lot of people said that apparently WB, well, not a lot of people, but Gabe told me yesterday that apparently WB is not going to be showing up at E3 itself. So I guess maybe the Game Fest right now would be the time to show up. If not now, then we're probably going to get some news at LegoCon. I think that might be the only time, honestly. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes. We shall see what the announcements will be. The kickoff is just seconds away, but first we gotta thank Ida. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Saying happy birthday, Blapped. Yo, Blapped, big man, Blapped. I think I saw Blapped in here. Blapped, happy birthday, bruh. Here we go. Oh baby, there's the man of the hour, the man with the power.
Hello everyone around the world, and welcome
Jeff
to
Keighley.
Game Fest Kickoff Live.
Happy birthday, Blap, from the entire community.
I'm Jeff Keighley, and buckle up because we've got a big show for you.
Big show.
Game announcements, world premieres, updates on the games you play every day.
Chat.
Prizes.
Also, the rumors that apparently we might get a confirmation of Pickle Rick coming to Fortnite during this show as well.
Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony Orchestra. Yes, that's really a thing. Now, like a great video game, there may be some twists along the way.
How's the audio, chat?
Just wait until you see what we have planned for the end game. That is all I'm allowed to tell you right now. This is just
whoa!
A big summer
okay, he's teasing some big stuff apparently,
including live streamed events from publishers like Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and more. You can head right now to Summer Game Fest.
Okay, there's a lot of announcements.
And believe me, there is a lot of great stuff coming your way. But today, we kick things off with a big 90-minute cross-industry showcase meant to put platforms and rivalries aside. We will have updates and news for you, no matter if you play on Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation,
Yo,
Xbox.
we might even get
Biggest
Switch
games
news.
in the world will be here.
Morty, I'm Pickle Rick.
Made by emerging voices and developers from around the world who represent
Samurai Cobra, thank you for the 199 super chat, man, saying Skywalker Saga. I hope. Fingers crossed. I don't even want to say anything now because we had this conversation yesterday, me and Gabe, and he's like literally got me so bummed now because apparently there's
Gearbox and 2K.
Ooh. So this has got to be the spin-off game, right? For Borderlands, right? Tiny Tina.
It soars on the wind. It rises from the grave. It stalks the ocean floor. You cannot hide from fate,
It's a big dragon!
but you can make your own.
Okay, so it still looks very Borderlandsy. Andy Samberg. Wanda Sykes. I think that's how you say your name. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Well, it's Lego Batman himself. Ashley Birch is back. Let's go. And Her Royal Highness. It's Tina. Right? Butt Stallion. Okay, sorry. Nobody edited that. Nobody clipped that. Nobody clipped that. No clipping allowed during the stream. 2K presents a Gearbox software game. Wonderlands. Sorry, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Coming early 2022. Let's go. I'm telling you guys, next year is going to be filled with games. There's Ashley Birch.
And joining us now is Tiny Tina herself, Ashley Birch. Hey, Ash, how you
What's
doing?
up, baby? How you doing?
Great to have you here. So I think the big question everyone's going to have is, what is Wonderlands? What can you tell us about it?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
It's a high fantasy take on a looter shooter, as you saw. And if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll probably recognize some fantasy elements inspired by Assault on Dragon Keep, which was the Borderlands 2 DLC.
I mean, you might as well just say it's new Borderlands, right? Kind of.
Kind of inspired Wonderlands.
Now, I think the elephant in the room is this a Borderlands game? Is it not? How does it relate?
So it actually isn't. It's its own standalone game.
But yet it's
people that
starring
love Borderlands are gonna find
Tiny
lots of
Tina?
elements
I'm
to
confused.
love about Wonderlands, but it's its own thing. Tiny Tina's got her own thing going on now. So it's got its own mechanics.
So I wonder if this is one of those things where it's like she's got some story in her own head and like
exciting. And
it comes to life.
So if you love Borderlands, you're gonna find stuff to love in this. And if you've never played a Borderlands game, this is a great place to start.
Okay, well, Tiny Tina gets her own game, which is fantastic.
Yes.
What is her role? Why does she get her own game?
So she is your bunker master.
Oh, is
she's
this like
kind of guiding the
D&D sort
narrative
of?
And changing it on a dime if she wants.
Because I see rolling dice in the
And
corner
she's
there.
just taking your cast of characters, which is an amazing cast, through
Oh,
this
cool.
world, and she's taking you on an adventure to defeat.
I think this will end up being
Who is that? I don't know.
a really good
I
game.
wonder who plays the Dragon Lord.
Because tonally, I think this is the kind of thing they want to lean into.
So, feels like such a big experience.
There's dice,
This is a
yes.
bit of a tease, announcing it's out there. When will we find out more about this game?
Hopefully this summer, and you can find out a lot more at playwonderlands.com if you'd like.
Okay.
But yeah, just stay tuned for updates.
All right, coming early 2022. So something to look forward to next year. Ash, thank you so much for joining us in person.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. And we'll see more later this summer on that game. All right, well, now it is time for another
Good way to
brand new
start.
game announcement.
I think that was a pretty good reveal. I know a lot of people are like worried about this event.
This is an insanely fun trailer. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Good kickoff. Let's see. I like this music. Bam, 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 bam. This has Cowboy Bebop vibes. No? Is that just me? Marco! Polo! Oh, it's Metal Slug. I think this Metal Slug, right? Yes, it is Metal Slug. It says Metal Slug Tactics in the corner down there. This is the part where everybody's just immediately going to be, bro, this is trash, because there's one reveal that they don't agree with, which is so frustrating. But it's almost like this is how you have to pace a show. They can't just be like, bam, bam, big hitter after big hitter. Like, they opened it up with a brand new Borderlands game, right? Or a Borderlands-like game, which that's a pretty big franchise. And now we're going to get probably a handful of, like, smaller titles. I like the music. Bush Boy, I think that we will get Elden Rings. Or Elden Ring, sorry. Why did I say Rings? I think that they'll probably close the show with it. Who knows, though? Maybe they won't. We'll see, I guess. But I feel like there's been enough rumors around the show that I think there's a good chance we'll get it.
Guest, but it's well past 3 a.m. their time.
Oh, for sure, Manny. I'm down.
We chatted earlier, and I'm very excited to share this with you right now. Hello, mystery guest.
Oh, it's the legend.
Mr. Kojima, it is so good
I
to
love
see you.
I love following this guy on Twitter. He always posts every movie that he watches, like with incredible posters.
How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things?
He's a
right
really
now,
good movie
in
reviewer,
Japan?
if you've never heard of him. Oh, and I think he's made some video games also, I believe.
ちょっとコロナの患者数が増えつつあると。で、ワクチンをそろそろ打ち出そうとしてる、そういう感じですね。
Well, we certainly hope that you're going to get your vaccine soon. Let me ask you, as a creator, how has this past year impacted you?
まあ今までのものづくり
Oh wait, can you guys not see the subtitles because of my face cam? Sorry.
で地続きで
I apologize. I didn't. How rude of me. Let me just put myself up here so you guys can see the. There we go. I think that's better, hopefully. Sorry about that, guys.
今回の DS に関してはもう発売直後になったので、ちょっと
So far, we got 2 new games, Metal Slug Tactics and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is a Borderlands-esque game. Loot shooter that looks to be a lot more lenient into like the fantasy realm, inspired by Tiny Tina almost being like a dungeon master.
こんなにも早くこう時代が追いついてくるとちょっとこうなんていうんでしょうね、フィクションじゃなくなってしまうので、なんで今回のコロナの中で、この先をどう作るかっていうのはいろいろ考えましたね。他のクリエイターも多分大きく考えていると思います。911の時と同じような感じだと思います。
Oops, sorry.
これからエンタメをどういうふうに切り取っていくかっていうのはやっぱり大きな課題ではありますね。
Well, I know we are all very curious about what the next era of Hideo Kojima entertainment is going to be. I don't know how much you can say, but can you give us any sense of kind of where your mind's at right now, what you're thinking about, some of the themes or the ideas?
これ言えないですけど、今までのような、こう一歩一歩進むものじゃないんですよね。やっぱりその
You guys can hear my dog? I apologize about that.
このコロナでガラリとあらゆるものが変わっていく、ものすごいスピードで変わっていくんで、そこでエンターテインメントが遅れを取ってしまうとダメなんで、それをどうするかというその予測ですね。まあ、全くこう宇宙人が攻めてくるとか、そういうゲームであればコロナ禍でも関係ないんでしょうけど、やっぱりこう、社会性の基盤を持ったエンターテインメントっていうのを作りたいですし、皆さんに起こりつつあることをエンターテインメントでちょっとこう紹介したいというのもあるので、今後世の中がどちらの方向に向かっていくかっていうのが今まで以上にすごく急激に変わっていっているので、 そこを間違えないように作るというか、そこはすごく神経質になってます今。
All right, fair enough. I tried. Well, Mr. Kojima, honestly, I really do appreciate you making the time to stop by and just say hello to everyone.
I mean, it
We
just
miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next. So, thank you.
Jeff, one more thing.
uh-oh. I was just about to say, I'm like, well, that seemed like no announcement at all. It was just like basically like a Skype call that they decided to record. Like, not to be rude or anything, but it's like, what does that have to do with the Game Fest, you know? But here's some news. Yeah, Death Stranding port, yeah. No, it's not Death Stranding 2. There's no way. Oh, it's Fragile. Must be Italian. Is that a shout out to Metal Gear? Also, that is an extremely big box for just some oranges. Like, what?
Nani?
I'm sorry. I can't be the only one that finds that funny. Come on. There's no way that you could take that seriously right there. He jumps in a box, crouches, gets back up and puts the box back. I mean, that had to be a reference to Metal Gear, but come on. It was so weird. Director's cut of Death Stranding. Oh, what just happened? I don't know. I think that was like a kind of an homage to like, hey, Metal Gear, maybe? Maybe a skin or something? But Death Stranding is coming to PS5.
Finally confirmed. I hope I make it into the director's cut. I'm told the full reveal is just weeks away. Stay tuned.
Oh, okay. So that maybe roughly gives us when Sony's going to hold their event if it's weeks away.
Dedicated a whole episode of his Disney Plus show to exploring the world of gaming and has been in games like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And we're thrilled to have him here at Summer Game Fest. Jeff Goldblum, how are you, my friend?
Thank you so much, Joffrey or Geoff or sorry, I think it's Jeffrey. Hey, maybe it's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Thank you so much, sincerely, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Hey, I was watching your show, and I was wondering if there might be some video game world premieres, as you say. And sure enough, yeah, there is. There is.
Yes, we do like our world premieres around here. Any chance you brought one with you today?
Okay. Let's see what he brought.
Funny you should say that. Yes, you could say, yes, I do. If you don't mind, I've got something here. I'm going to read it on this. There's a little bit of a teleprompter that they're putting up here. So I'm going to read something because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm very meticulous about this. So here's a dramatic reading of this game announcement. Ready? I'm going to make the game announcement right now. Hello. I'm here to welcome you to a very different world. It's going to elevate you to new heights.
Maybe Jurassic Park?
It's going to submerge you to new depths. Maybe even challenge you to control chaos. Actually, it's going to certainly challenge you to control chaos. It's a world so-called evolved.
What?
Take a look at the, you guessed it, world premiere.
Dude, if this is Evolved 2, I know that Zach, Ghost Robo, is falling out of his chair right now. Oh, never mind. I thought it would have been hilarious if it had something to do with Evolve.
Forgot the lessons. They abused our power.
Jurassic Park.
We played with genetics.
Wasn't the last game called Jurassic Park
It
Evolution?
was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are.
Is this maybe a console? I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
This is a very different world.
Oh, Jurassic World Evolution 2. Okay, I guess there's an official sequel. Whoa, it's the Mosasaurus. Coming 2021. Hey! You see, this one is for the people that always complain that we get game announcements and then they're months, or in most cases, years out of the way. So there you go. There's a game announcement for something that is actually this year.
Album Jubilee is out now, and her book, Crying in H Mart, is a New York Times bestseller. Here now to perform Glider from the upcoming open world game Sable by Raw, Fury, and Shedworks. It's Japanese Breakfast.
Japanese Breakfast? That's a name for a band, I guess. Or a musician, I should say. Okay, we're just gonna turn it down a little bit because I can already hear. Yep, there's those. Yep, copyright emails coming in hot. So we're just gonna turn that down. So far, we're just gonna have a quick discussion here. We're gonna use this as a pause break. What do you guys think so far? By the way, no disrespect to Japanese Breakfast, the singer, and regular Japanese Breakfast. I don't even know what that would be, but I just, again, for the copyrights, you know what I'm saying? Did you see the Battlefield 2042 trailer? Yes, I did see that. And I think it looks, if you can really jump out of the plane, RPG an enemy plane, and jump back into your plane, that game is going to be very, very good memes. Oh, hold up. We're getting gameplay. Whoa. That's a really cool art style. What's happening? There's a bit of a break. Manny, you could do that though? I don't remember actually being able to pull that off. Because obviously the trailer was all like a big giant cutscene, right? Anime game? It's sort of, I guess it's kind of an anime style. It's kind of an anime aesthetic, I suppose, but not per se. I think this is an original game. I think it was, what was the name of the game? Sable something, I believe. AliExpress Zelda, bro. What is that supposed to mean? Jeff said Sable, and I thought of the pro wrestler. Good throwback there, PMT Bone. Isn't she married to Brock Lesnar, Sable? Or used to be married to Brock Lesnar, I think. Something like that. I want a Naruto console game. So there is a rumor that Bandai Namco is working. It's not a Naruto, unfortunately, fighting game, but apparently there's a rumor going around that a My Hero Academia game in the style of Dragon Ball FighterZ is being worked on, will be announced, and then released next year. So there's a bit of a compensation prize. From what I understand, there's still another DLC pack coming to Shinobi Strikers. So if you're playing that game, you'll still get some content there. You got Boruto just recently, so there's still some more content to go there. I don't think we're going to get a Dragon Ball Xenoverse anytime soon. I think that more likely is a sequel to Kakarot.
Thank you, Michelle. Sable will be released on September 23rd this year. That's some news for you.
Wow.
And to
Okay.
learn more
Another
about
game
this
this year.
amazing game, watch the Tribeca Games Showcase. That is tomorrow, where Sable was named an official selection of the legendary festival. Now, today is just the start of Summer Game Fest. Day of the Devs with IM8-Bit and Double Fine will immediately follow the live show today, and there are more events coming all weekend and all month, including the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on Sunday. It's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a big one.
We're thrilled to announce the upcoming Western release of a spectacular 3D, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Welcome to the world of Lost Ark from Smilegate RPG and Amazon Games.
Okay. Consider me curious. I've never heard of this. Looks kind of Final Fantasy-ish online. Except it's more top-down. Because from what I remember, Final Fantasy Online is more kind of like third person. It's like the camera is more panned down. Galaxy Rose says, let's ignore the fact that I didn't get a notification. Galaxy, please join the Discord. That's the best thing I could do about that. Like, again, it's completely out of my control, unfortunately. It's a YouTube thing. Like, if they decide not to send people notifications, that's what they get to do. So, best way to know when I'm live is to join the Discord, because I always post on there. I like this beat. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not gonna be honest with you guys. I'm never gonna play this, but it looks cool. I could appreciate it. Is anybody playing this? Because apparently it's just now being released in the West. Okay, that's probably another copywritten song right there. Yep. I heard that. I was like, that's a good beat. And then when you hear the rap, you're like, oh, that's a good copyright right there. Bada beam, bada boom. Your Odyssey begins. Hey, bro, what they know about Odyssey? Odyssey belongs to Mario now. Nope. Nobody's been playing it. When is the Injustice 2 stream? Not sure. Dang. That's a lot of enemies. Coming fall 2021. Another game for this year. Dome. Play Lost Ark. It seems like that's the strat for every video game now, is just play with whatever the name of the game is .com. So if you buy domain names and you want to make money, probably a good idea to go on ahead and
most of you probably are. You get a ton of gaming goodies every month.
Do that.
You can download Battlefield 4 and Batman the Telltale series completely free for PC, and there are special in-game benefits and perks in GTA Online, Valorant, Apex Legends, and more that you can unlock. It's awesome value, and honestly, this kickoff show would not have been possible without the Prime Gaming folks believing in my vision for a new way to bring you the news this summer. So head over to gaming.amazon.com to check out all the perks and free games, which change every month, but you get to keep them forever.
League of Legends, Apex Legends, Destiny, Valorant, Fall Guys. So this is just all the rewards that you get for Prime Gaming, I think, right? Advertise. I mean, dude, do you see how many people are involved in this process? Like, he puts a lot of work into this, so it's perfectly normal. Somebody has to foot the bill for all the, like, having everybody there.
Joined by Johanna Ferris, the new GM of Call of Duty. Johanna, it's so great to have you with us.
Dang, I like that character model. It looks really cool.
So excited about what Call of Duty's been
Season 4 of Warzone. Let's go, baby. Who's still playing that? Poggers.
Yes, we're super excited.
Let's get some poggers in the chat.
So thank you first and foremost to that. It's just such an amazing time for Call of Duty. We're experiencing such transformational growth and dynamism across the entire brand, you know, from premium title releases to everything we'll talk about today, with Warzone, with mobile, with esports. So it's just super incredible, all the work, and shout out to everybody in the Call of Duty family who makes it happen every day.
Yeah, no, I know season 3, it was like, Rambo, Die Hard now. Who knows what's in store for season 4, but you guys, continually update the game now with new stuff. Season 4 is coming next week. What can you, this is first info on it, so what can you tell the fans watching around the world?
Yeah, we're stoked. It's jam-packed with new content across Cold War
and Warzone. You know, you've got new weapons, we've got new maps, we've got badass new operators. I'm super excited about the hijacked gulag. We've got expanded zombies content.
What the heck is a hijacked gulag?
You know, the gameplay experience. So we're thrilled, and I'm excited to bring it forward a little bit here today.
I know we've got the first.
Are they giving a new area to the gulag?
Season 4. So let's take a look at that now.
Here we go. World premiere. That's how I have to say it always. That's how I hear it in my mind every time I see the words world and premiere.
Do what you are told, and you get to live. You understand? I knew you were a smart one. Secure the site. Cold War just turned hot.
I mean, that character model looks really cool. Collateral is the map. You got Amsterdam, 2v2s. Hijacked for 6v6 gameplay. Definitely gonna play this on Friday.
We've located the satellite.
Well, Fridays on Fanboy Potion channel.
Raptor 1,
There's the new zombies content. Wait, was that a dragon?
I am death.
There's dragons. I mean, I guess why would I be surprised? Free content update June 17th. Cool.
Oh my God, that looks so
It's
fun.
free.
One
How
week
could you
away.
possibly complain about it? You know?
All right, well, let's move on to. You first joined Activision to run Call of Duty Esports.
The gulag got hijacked. I think it looks like there might be zombies in the gulag, which is super interesting.
Which is going to start on June the 22nd. First of all, tell us, what is World Series Warzone?
Yeah, we're super excited about it. It's really a new way for us to highlight competitive Call of Duty. You know, we've got great success going with Call of Duty League, and now we've got some of the biggest names in gaming battling it out in Verdansk for what will be the biggest prize pool in Warzone since it's launched, right? So we'll talk a little bit about what that entails, but custom lobby experiences, 150-player two-a-side squad. So I'm stoked to see how they kind of rally here in Verdansk.
Yes, and coming up very soon, June 22nd. Looks like Twitch Rivals is going to be a part of this.
Yeah, we are honored to be in partnership with Twitch, always, right? But certainly here with World Series of Warzone and partnering with Twitch Rivals.
Didn't
already
Call of
done
Duty
so
partner
much,
up with
to
YouTube?
really put competitive Warzone on display. So couldn't be in better partnership there, and we're excited to have everybody tune in.
PK Reaction says, "Hey Blitz, just tuned in. How you doing? I'm doing very well, man. How are you?"
Online, and that's who the captains are going to be for the structure of the World Series of Warzone, at least for the first event.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Getting a little bit reveal here of who some of the captains are, right?
Yeah. we
Don't
have
know who that is
5
either.
Captains of the first of many
I know
events.
Nate Shot, OG.
Like I said, these are huge influencers and personalities in
I
Call
know
of
Tim
Duty,
the
and
Tap
they
Man.
share our passion for competitive Call of Duty, right? They really believe in the
I don't know who that
World
is.
Series of Warzone
Sorry.
and to really level up what it
Captain
means to
Swag?
battle it out. So,
Okay, well, I don't know who
here
Captain
with some of
Swag
these
is.
names,
Sorry.
many of whom also hail from the Call of Duty League family. And I'm excited to see who kind of takes the cake here. We'll see.
I was going to say, they'll all be battling out in just a couple weeks on Twitch Rivals. Well, it's really exciting.
So this is
to
a
see how
tournament?
much,
Is that what they're announcing?
this is growing into this kind of year-round experience for everyone with so much more content. So we can't wait to see where you're going to take it. And I know there is a
Just 'cause
big
I've never
coming
watched,
later too, right?
Indeed. More
Twitch
details to share
Rivals.
later on, but Sledgehammer Games is, going to bring forward something truly incredible. So we're excited.
New COD obviously confirmed.
We
No
tried.
surprise.
There will come a time and a place for that. All right, Johanna, thank you.
I
so
also
much.
only know Nate and Tim. Yep.
All right, we've got lots of Summer Game Fest kickoff to go, but right now we've got a surprise guest joining us.
Surprise guest
My
again.
fellow Canadian Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Well, thank
Canada's
you,
greatest export.
and hello, Summer Game Fest. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not here to announce I'm the star of Elden Ring.
Whoa.
I think instead, no, I'm here to talk about good old-fashioned movies. You remember those things? Of course you don't. Look, I have a new movie coming out August 13th called Free Guy, and in this movie I play an NPC character in a popular open-world video game until I break free and I realize that it kind of sucks to be a lonely background character on an endless walk cycle. So now here's one of those world premieres. It's a first ever look at our cast on the big screen this August, and honestly, it's been so long I can't even remember who's even in this movie. I didn't say that. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
My God, I thought I had everything I needed.
Oh, that was good.
Mondays, am I right, Joe? You said it,
I met
I forgot who was even in this movie. It's the Green Lantern. I honestly thought this movie was out already. That's how bad. Because I swear I remember seeing the trailer for this movie like a year and a half ago. You know?
Are we talking about God? You've met God?
Yes, he's an absolute troll.
Trolls exist. We can save our world.
From the studio that brought you Deadpool. Da, da, da.
I have 3 words for you. Blue shirt guy.
Blue shirt guy. Oh, that was Ninja. That's oh my god, what is his name? Chat. Who was that? There's Jacksepticeye and there's lots of famous YouTubers in this. Holy. Ow. Free guy. Laser beam. There we go. That's the name. All right, let's turn it back up. Dan TDM. That's right. I knew that. Whoa, what happened?
I can't say it yet. All right.
Sorry.
Up next, it won
The audio went out.
at the Game Awards, and Among Us just keeps going. Now it's time to hear from Inner Sloth on what's coming next.
Here we go. Among Us. What are they going to announce? The Among Us roadmap. Stuff we're working on. New mode. Hide and seek. Yo. No need for mods anymore. I like this song. Play as new roles, including Sheriff. Oh, okay, so they're literally taking the mods and making them part of the game, which is awesome for people that have a tough time with the mods. Visor cosmetics. Okay. Achievements. Ooh, new map. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it.
Lots of fun ahead. And speaking of Among Us, last year you may remember the very rare Jeff Keighley mask was available as a Twitch drop around the Game Awards, never to be seen again. In fact,
until
I have
now.
on Twitter from people who get booted from games with the mask because folks think that they're hacked. Well, never fear. Today, the mask is back. Just head to Twitch.
Guys,
and watch
everybody go get the mask.
to get your very
Quick.
own Jeff Keighley mask once again, and then it goes back into the vault.
Forever. Forever until next year.
Speaking of independent developers, now I'm very happy to welcome to Summer Game Fest the head of...
Why is everybody misspelling Among Us? It's Amogus?
...own right, who has some exciting things to share, Shuhei Yoshida. Hi, Shu.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm Shuhei Yoshida, head of PlayStation Indies. What I love about working with independent developers are the new and unexpected games that they create, which allows us to
This man's a legend.
an array of unique experiences for players.
Amogus?
In my role at Sony, it's very exciting to get to meet with different
Okay,
studios,
chat just went off the deep end.
one person or a small group of friends to help nurture their ideas and bring them to the PlayStation fans. One example is from Finji, who has been working with Greg Lobanov, the developer of Wondersong, to publish their new game, Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Chicory released today and gives players the chance to experience a coloring book-style world where players use their painting powers to explore, solve puzzles, make friends, and draw on anything.
I can't draw.
Check out Chicory, A Colorful Tale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 after the show. As a huge Soulspawn Games fan,
How would you draw with a controller? Wouldn't that be really difficult?
to the action adventure Salt and Sanctuary a few years
Unless if you can draw on the this part of the controller, like with your finger. Because otherwise I can't imagine how it'd be easy to actually like draw with a controller.
Salt and Sacrifice.
Sword and Sacrifice. Okay, let's see what this is. You know what I love? I love that I had a list written down to write down the announcements, and then I forgot because I've just been so focused on watching and reading chat. Whoa. Crap!
Always.
That's a cool art style. Obliterated. For the creators of Salt and Sanctuary. Oh, cool. You can customize your character. Tung, 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 tung.
I drank the mage bane.
Whoops. Sorry. I hit the mic.
I live now only to hunt mages.
Harry Potter, watch out.
I am a marked inquisitor.
Mage devoured.
But together,
Does that cat have antlers? 2D Dark Souls, kind of, a little bit. Sort of similar vibe. But this looks like it's going to be kind of a rogue-like game. Salt and Sacrifice 2022. PS4, PS5. There you go.
Thanks, Shu, and
That's a new game.
We're also able to share with you a brand new trailer from the upcoming Annapurna and Heart Machine game Solar Ash, which is coming to PlayStation later this year.
Okay, let's see what that is. Because obviously, he says we've seen this before. Oh yeah, they showed this during... Was that a State of Play, I think? Or am I misremembering? Because this does look familiar. Nothing huge yet. Well, we got a brand new Borderlands or Wonderlands. That's a pretty big title. That's a AAA title, right? So I guess it always depends. Like, that's the problem with, like, when people will watch these types of shows, they'll be like, oh, nothing big or da da da. It's like, I guess it really depends. Like, what do you consider big? Like, do you consider a new season of Warzone big, considering it's like in the top 10 most popular games in the world? Like, I guess that's not a major announcement per se.
So great.
But
see it later this year.
It's
now, this week, there is a ton of
it is an
video games.
important
There's also a big
game, right?
launching across console and PC, Chivalry 2, which brings 64-player multiplayer medieval battles to life. Sledgehammers, swords, axes, you name it.
So this is like at home E3. Yes.
In my
Yeah.
hometown of Toronto, Canada. Here's a look at the launch trailer for Chivalry 2, which you can play.
Yo, Jeff Keighley is from Toronto. Let's go. Represent, bro. I didn't know that. I knew he was Canadian. I thought he was from Vancouver, though.
For every warrior, there comes a time when a moment will decide your fate.
Chivalry 2. Anybody been playing this?
As the throng of battle echoes against steel and shield.
Black Panther gameplay for Avengers? Not today. That's going to be during the Square Enix conference. I mean, sorry. Who knows? Maybe there will be some sort of teaser, but I think they're saving that for the Square Enix conference. Agatha? It was Agatha all along. You love this game so much? Cool. Yeah, I mean, the first Chivalry was quite popular, right? I mean, that's what warranted a sequel. Booyah. Rated Y for yeet. There you go.
This month, Valorant from Riot celebrated its one-year anniversary, and starting next Monday, June 14th, Prime Gaming members will get an exclusive player card to celebrate the one-year anniversary.
Valorant
A
news.
party spray through June 25th. This is all leading up to the release of Episode 3 of the game later this month, which will be celebrated with an epic WW Fest Unlocked Year 1 stream on June 25th. But there will also be a new agent. Who could it be? Well, here's your first very, very exclusive but very, very quick tease to whet your appetite, with more to be revealed later this month during Summer Game Fest.
So here you go again. Something that is, for me, for example, doesn't particularly matter, but I know how popular this game is. So
I told you it was very, very cool. Warriors PMC face off against each other in Escape from Tarkov.
what the heck was that?
Popular multiplayer first-person shooter video.
Dude,
Games. Today, we've got an exclusive new look at the streets of Tarkov, the new area of the game under development.
How long was that teaser? Was that even 5 seconds? I literally looked over to chat and it was over. I was like, wait, what? Did I just time travel? This again, I don't play Escape from Tarkov, but I know people love this game, so I feel like, again, there are important announcements here, you know? It just might not be like, oh my goodness, Poggers, something completely brand new, but I'm sure like the community for Tarkov is probably stoked for this, right? Does that even count as a teaser? I mean, that was the ultimate teaser, Saber. I literally looked over. I was like, oh, okay, it's starting. Well, let me just quickly look over. And then I looked back and I saw the Valorant logo. I'm like, wait, what? How did that happen so fast? Now imagine all of this without that epic music. That boom, 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 boom. It would just look like a lot of people missing over and over again. Why is every first-person shooter nowadays set in Russia? Boom! Chakalaka. Here we go. Again, remove the music and it's just, wow, these guys miss a lot. But it's because it's supposed to be a very, like, realistic tactical shooter. Do you think we will get any security breach news? Maybe. If we ever did, now would probably be the time. Either now, the Xbox conference, or most likely the Sony conference then. But we know that the Sony one is not happening this week, so again, maybe within the next couple of weeks, you know? Aim down your sights. Not an Escape from Tarkov. You just hip fire. Hip fire for the win. Would you prefer Injustice 3 or Marvel fighting game? Both made by NetherRealm? Is that the proposition? Owen?
When I was a kid, the simulation games of Peter Molyneux were some of my favorites. Adding that extra salt on the fries in the theme park to increase your drink sales was so devilish. Well, many of the team members behind those sim games went on to create 2 Point Studios and 2 Point Hospital. Well, today we're excited to share the first trailer for their next 2 Point simulation, 2 Point Campus.
What is this, you get to build a university?
That first sight of the school gates.
Oh, okay.
A leather-bound book, the faint clatter of knights jousting. Well, I can't say I
It's all from study from home, though.
This in my day. You see, campuses are forever changing. Nowadays, education has to be fun. It can't be all work and no play, and quite right too. Frankly, there is
Sims 5 at home. That's what I'm saying. That's awkward, probably.
never been more appealing, more dynamic, more whatever this is. Today's campus is a place to live and a place to learn. Finely crafted by the sharpest minds that.
So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to convince a bunch of people to take on incredible amounts of student debt. Sounds like a great game. Hey, here's... You know how you hate in the real world having hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt? And now you get to have your revenge by being your own university. Ding! That was awfully cynical, wasn't it? Convinced all these people here to take on way too much debt.
2 Point Campus. Class is
Schwick, exactly. Could I interest you in some insurmountable debt? 2-point campus. Okay, cool.
This year, I am thrilled to have Netflix as a part of Summer Game Fest. They have been doing an incredible job adapting games with series like Castlevania and the Dota anime. Well, there is a lot more coming, and you don't have to wait long to find out more. Tomorrow, I'm honored to be guest hosting Netflix's Geeked Week live stream with Mari Takahashi and Rahul Kohli. You can expect the first clip of the Cuphead show, which, spoiler alert...
Wait, what? There's a Cuphead show?
Be an absolute sensation. I can't wait for you to see it. I'll also sit down with the team behind Arcane.
As long as it looks like Cuphead, that would be sick.
Later this year, and we might also have updates on The Witcher and the live-action Resident Evil series. Geeked Week is streaming live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Here's a little sneak peek.
Here we go. A little sneak peek from Netflix's Geeked.
What is Geeked?
What is... I'll check that out.
We aren't done with
wow, I haven't seen the name of that in a while. Smite.
Cross-play, cross-platform game that continues to do some pretty amazing IP crossovers. You may remember last summer we announced the Avatar: The Last Bender one. Well, as Smite enters its ninth
The Last Bender?
go upside down.
Isn't Avatar The Last Airbender? Unless if he misspoke. I'm assuming he misspoke. How does chat feel about it's already out, Manny. Avatar is apparently already out. How does chat feel about Stranger Things? I feel like this property is kind of like fizzled out. Am I wrong? Am I just a hater? I feel like I'm just a hater. But like, correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like not a lot of people seem to be talking about Stranger Things anymore. Stranger Things is still amazing. Still amazing. Edith, you know what this is, right? These are just skins for Smite, though. You still play Smite. I love Strangers. You're a hater. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Next up, we announce a lot of game shows, but I think this is the first time we are announcing an entirely new game label, new game publisher. Enjoy this first look at more than 12 games that make up its initial slate.
12 games? Jeez. Okay. That looks fine. No.
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Let's begin.
Okay. Are we gonna get names or anything? I can't decipher which game is which yet. That's Payday. I think that was Payday at least. Or it was a very blatant ripoff of Payday. Those guys look familiar too.
Is that who you are?
My purpose makes me who I am.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile.
Being relied on to succeed where others would fail.
So there's the names. Mountain Blade 2, King's Bounty. Payday 3. I mean, that was Payday 3, right? They never named it.
There you have it. Prime Matter, Payday 3-2, and there is actually one more game added to the mix. And for that, we go to Todd Hollinshead from Saber. Todd, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff.
Payday 3 is a thing. I'm going to play that. I'll definitely check that out.
Last edition, which is that Saber and Prime Matter are working together on a new game in the Painkiller franchise.
I don't know what that is, chat. Do you know what that is? Chat, hook me up. Do you guys know
with a stream at noon Pacific,
That means
3 p.m. Eastern, and I will be stopping by. Next up is a brand new IP from a
brand new IP,
studio,
brand new
Bombay.
studio.
It's coming this
Chat,
fall,
by the way, take a quick
only
moment to
Xbox
smash that thumbs up button.
and
Thank you so
Game
very much for the
Pass on
support.
day one. It's called the Anacrusis, a 4-player cooperative first-person shooter set aboard a massive starship stranded at the edge of explored space. You team up with your friends in an infinitely replayable fight against alien hordes to unlock perks, weapons, and new ways to play that you can share with your team. Here is the world premiere trailer.
Let's check it out. It's a Game Pass game. I think that that's always very compelling because even if you don't like it, you didn't really lose anything. It just comes with your Game Pass or Xbox, right? It's like you can't have a more compelling way of enticing people to check out a game. This looks a little early access-y, sort of, no?
This I do not like.
That's a lot of aliens, though. Holy.
Hit your pulse.
This is not good. This is not good.
What if?
This looks like it could be a VR game, sort of, no? Does it not feel a little VR game-y? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Heavy. Really? We call them tanks.
The Anacrusis.
From Latin, Brutus.
We'd sound smart calling them brutes.
Eon, you don't want to get in here and help name these?
Nah, I'm good.
Brute!
Whoa. So it's on PC and Xbox.
Awesome look. Thanks for that, Chet and the team at Stray Bombay. Tomorrow, tune into Summer Game Fest for a special deep dive presentation on New World, a new open world MMO from Amazon Games set on the supernatural island of Eternum. It's finally coming out later this summer, and in the deep dive video, game director Scott Lane will take players into the mysterious supernatural island that is a world of wonder and horror.
Dang, that looks really cool, actually.
Warring human factions to take on a common enemy, the Tempest, who wants to unmake life. Scott and the team will detail updates to the game, including new mid and end game content, more PvE and expeditions, 5-player challenges with unique mechanics, bosses, loot, and more. 6 of these expeditions will be at launch with the closed beta on July.
Well, never mind, because Manny just said that apparently this game has been getting a lot of hate.
I will also be down at the studio to chat with Scott.
It looks cool, like the maps and everything.
In the midst of COVID, it is exciting for me to finally be able to get out there and visit game studios again. I miss all these developers. So check out the special deep dive.
Where's the Evil Dead game trailer? Haven't seen it yet. I did hear those rumors as well, but
all right, well,
nothing yet.
2018 Rocket League teamed up with Fast and Furious, bringing some of the saga's most iconic cars into the game.
Rocket League, let's go.
Back.
Watch, my stream's gonna crash right now.
Rocket League with Fast 9, the next installment of the Fast saga, arriving in U.S. theaters June 25th. Psyonix is bringing back the Nissan Skyline, Dodge Charger, and, well, maybe the most literal, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered heist car ever conceived, the F9 Pontiac Fiero.
Let's go. Let's get some poggers in the chat for some Rocket League hype. Oh, look at that. Vroom, vroom. I'm in my mom's car. Time to ball out. Oh, I could just feel the copyrights coming in. So we're going to just turn that down a tad bit. You know what I'm saying? Bada beam, bada boom. That thing's looking like the DeLorean. Hold up. What movie is that from? They had a movie where they had a rocket strapped to the top of the car?
To a car and play soccer seems like the right idea to me. The Fast and Furious 3-car bundle arrives June 17th in Rocket League.
You supported Creator Code the Blitzwingers. Thank you.
Last year, a new Swedish company named Shark Mob released a teaser for their first unnamed multiplayer project in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Tonight, we're putting a name on their first game with a brand new world premiere trailer.
Galaxy Rose, well, 2 of those cars were already released, so they're re-releasing them, I think. And then the new one is the one with the rocket on the roof that was like duct taped to the top.
For centuries we have lived in secrecy among you.
This kind of gives me Blade vibes, like the opening scene of Blade, the nightclub and all that. If you've seen Blade, you'd know what I'm talking about. You'd get it, chat. You'd get it. But you guys are probably just gonna say Blade. What's that, boomer? MCU or nothing. That reminded me a bit of Infamous. But this is another multiplayer game, right? I think he said at the top. I'm pretty sure he said it's a multiplayer game again. Which is cool, but again, it's one of those things like, I do always wonder, like, how are they going to convince people to play so many different multiplayer games? Because I feel like you can only really dedicate yourself to one MMO, right? Like if you're really invested, I feel like you can only play one, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I just feel like most of the time you're only going to play one major MMO. So it's like you're going to be competing with all those other ones as well. That's tough to convince. I just feel like it'd be easier to be like, hey, here's a really cool single player, story driven game.
Won't have to wait long. You can sign up now for the bloodhunt.com.
What is this game? It's a game called Blood Hunt.
Available on July 2nd. Blood Hunt will be released later this year. Next, the latest horror game series from the creators of Until Dawn continues with The House of Ashes, part of the Dark Pictures anthology. This third game features American and Iraqi soldiers.
Single player? Who wants that? I do. I want. Give me all the single player games.
Of the monsters lurking.
At least that's what I prefer over MMOs. And we do see some games still succeed. Look at Resident Evil Village. It did very well. So it's still possible. The Dark Pictures Anthology. Spooky.
An ancient horror.
Get ready to be spooked, everybody.
And is hungry for blood.
Where are the story-driven games? Here's one.
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Like, I know some people will say this is no big deal, but like, Until Dawn was pretty well received from what I remember. Like, it wasn't like a huge game, but this is another game in that series, so. Was that Ashley Tisdale? Manny, it looked like her a lot, right?
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
This will be very interesting to have a horror game, but you're playing as a soldier equipped with weapons and everything. Like, how scary will it be considering you're incredibly powerful, you know? Like, you're not going to feel very helpless, although that was a good jump scare.
Will be snuffed out unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth.
This almost looks more like Aliens, kind of. So maybe less horror, more thriller, sort of.
Or be lost in the darkness forever.
House of Ashes. October 22nd, 2021. So right in time for Halloween. Hey, okay, that's kind of lame. They should have just saved the monster, I think. They should have saved that reveal for the act. Oh, that's why. Because the collector's edition comes with a statue of the monster. Got it. Okay. I don't know. Personally, I think I would have tried to save the reveal of the monster. That way you keep it like in anticipation so that you find out when you actually play the game.
Rise was announced 2 years ago, and it brings the franchise into stunning 3D with Unreal Engine 4. Here's a world premiere look at the latest trailer with more information following in the coming weeks.
Here we go. World premiere. Ooh, Bandai Namco.
Pretty fancy place they got here. Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the Danans.
This has got to be one of those tales, right?
On the battlefield. All I care for is maintaining peace.
I don't know which. At first, when I saw Bandai Namco, I was like, bro, maybe my hero? Maybe a Demon Slayer announcement? Because we still don't have an announcement for the Demon Slayer video game in the West. Like, we know it's coming out in Japan, but... Is this Scarlet Nexus? Oh, maybe. I don't know. I thought this was one of those Tales games. Do you think Skywalker Saga will be at Microsoft E3? I don't know. I'm starting to think we might not see Lego Star Wars Skywalker news at E3 at all, and it might be shown at it might be shown at LegoCon. Yes, Otter. There's already lots of gameplay for it as well. But it's only confirmed so far for a Japanese release. They haven't confirmed the Western release yet. Tales of Arise. I was right. It is a Tales game. September 10th, 2021. Again. Another 2021 game. The Little Prince. Le Petit Prince. Ooh la la. That's very bright.
Gamefest, we have a special announcement for you. That the console version of Sky Children of the Light would arrive to Nintendo Switch on June.
Why did it say Le Petit Prince then?
And the Little Prince season would start soon after on July 6th.
Oh.
Enjoy the game.
This has kind of flower sort of vibes. Launching a Nintendo Switch. There's a Nintendo Switch reveal.
I take great pleasure in is using a platform like this show to introduce you to new developers and studios with games that deserve the spotlight. That's definitely the case with this next title from a small Swedish studio named Wishfully. Planet of Lana tells the story of a young girl and her loyal friend who embark on a mission through a colorful world that's designed to feel like a gouache watercolor painting come to life. Here's your first look at the Planet of Lana, coming to Xbox and PC in 2022.
Okay, let's see what this is. Planet of Lana from Wishfully, a new studio in Sweden. That's a great art style. Looks super zen. Super chill, you know? Bruh, another indie game? I mean, dude, like, first of all, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be saved for the respective reveals. Ubisoft is going to want to show their main stuff at their own reveal. Microsoft at their own thing. Sony, when they inevitably do one, at their own thing. Nintendo at their own thing. So it's like, there's only so much that can be showcased. And in addition to that, it's like, there's a mix of things. Like, these games also need their time to shine, right? Like, for somebody, maybe this game will resonate. It'll be their game of the year, right? So, not everything is like COD, God of War, etc. An off-Earth Odyssey. Yo, why is everybody using the word Odyssey lately? I feel like the game industry usually goes through like cycles of like certain key marketing terms that are just like always and always reused. And it seems like Odyssey is like the latest one. 2022. Wish list now. Hold up. You can do that on Steam? Oh, wow. It's going to be on Steam and Xbox only. Interesting. At least for now. No Switch release or PlayStation release. Overwatch 2. There you go. You want a AAA? There's a AAA game.
Aaron Keller, who's the game director of Overwatch 2. Aaron, great to have you here on Kickoff Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Yeah, we are excited to learn more about what's planned for Overwatch 2. You guys recently, you had a PvP live stream that I watched, and you revealed some changes coming to Overwatch 2. What can you tell us? What's the latest?
Yeah, so we recently announced that Overwatch 2's format is changing to a 5v5 team format. This requires a fresh look at all of our heroes in the game. It should feel new yet familiar to fans of our strategic team-based combat.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys.
This was kind of a
playing,
controversial decision, right? Because I think
for
some people
to get a chance
didn't
to
like the idea of.
And today, I know you brought.
I think it'll be really good for esports though, because I think Overwatch was a bit of a tough game to watch because there's so much going on. So if you can like maybe reduce it to 5v5, maybe it'll be a little easier to digest.
Entirely new models for Overwatch 2 for all of our heroes. So today we're going to be looking at 2 of those.
No, it was 6v6 before, right?
All right, well, let's take a look here, and I know you're going to tell us a little bit about what we're seeing, but it's so cool to see these characters brought into Overwatch 2. So yeah, what do we got here?
Yo, T Games, thank you so very much for the 199 super chat saying, hey Blitz, my birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday, T Games. Chat, wish T Games a happy birthday. Also, chat, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He also has a glowing cape and gloves that kind of give that medic or surgeon vibe to him. Thank you.
And we're going to Sombra, I think, right?
Yep.
Hey, there's Sombra.
Sombra. This was a very challenging look for us to.
I don't even know who that other character was.
Symmetrical design. There's so many layers of hair and clothing and technology in this.
I know Sombra. I have played the game when Sombra was in the game.
Embedded in her clothing. She's a world-class hacker, so it all makes sense.
No, again, it's so great for fans to see these characters you know and love from the first game, updated for Overwatch 2, and we.
That was Baptiste. Okay.
More on the game. We appreciate you giving us a little sneak preview here, and I'm sure there'll be more later this year on Overwatch 2.
You bet. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thanks very much, Aaron.
Cool. So I guess a bit of an updated look at some characters.
Dark Alliance with the game developer Jeff Haddam, Hannibal Buress, and Ember Moon from the WWE. That's right. You didn't expect me to say that. But this game is a ton of fun, and it's coming to Game Pass on June 22nd. Take a look.
Dungeons and Dragons. Is this a way to play Dungeons and Dragons without?
Hey guys, it's Jeff Keighley, and today, as part of Summer Game Fest, we are going hands-on with a game that is coming out in just a couple of weeks. It is Dark Alliance, and we've got Jeff, one of the game developers from 2K. Jeff, special guest
Hannibal Buress
and
Ember Moon from the WWE.
Okay, that looks like a trap.
That's a trap.
Oh my God, traps!
Ow!
Wow!
Oh no, you get
A warrior's death. I died again.
I'm coming to get you.
Hey!
Oh!
Watch it.
Oh!
Oh no. Oh no, I can't believe I'm down. I'm down, people.
The developers down?
I wonder, do they have any aspect of Dungeons and Dragons in this, or is it just set in the Dungeons and Dragons universe?
The Driss backstory, and I just connected with it on such an intimate level to the point where my wrestling character that everyone sees on TV is actually based on this character. The red eyes, even though Driss has purple, I just love everything about him.
The developers down, yes.
Good guy the entire time.
Oh.
I thought they would have like dice rolling or something involved in the combat. That would have been kind of interesting, I guess. But this looks more like a third person
Way too soon.
We got him.
Come on.
He's gone.
looter, I guess, kind of.
There you go.
Let's go.
Damn, what a death. Gonna have some weird dreams tonight because of that.
He just flips you off.
That was great.
Where does he melt? Okay, cool. There you go. Dark Alliance. Looks fun. Yeah, it looks like if you're a fan of that world, I'm sure you'll have a blast. Here's Paladins. This was the game that a lot of people were saying was a ripoff of Overwatch, right? I think. Okay, that character looked a little bit like Sombra. Paladins X Genlock. Some sort of a crossover again. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure somebody's excited.
Live presented by Prime Gaming continues. Yesterday was an amazing tease of the next Battlefield from EA.
Oh, here we go. Maybe Battlefield stuff?
Its last big modern day game. That was Battlefield 4. It's this month. Prime Gaming members get to download it and play it for free through June.
Oh, Genlock is a Netflix show, if I'm correct. Oh, cool, Manny. Thanks for the heads up.
Of the 2013 game, and those only in Battlefield moments still hold up. Just head to gaming.amazon.com to redeem your free copy right now.
Yo, guys, free games. Oh, if you're an Amazon Prime member, sorry. Clarifying.
For the first gameplay footage of Battlefield 2042.
Still, though, a free game if you are a Prime member. So more value, as if there wasn't enough value. Monster Hunter Stories. Here's another Switch reveal. Lego Star Wars yet? No. I'm starting to feel like we're not going to hear anything from Lego Star Wars until LegoCon. And if we don't hear anything at LegoCon, I would get worried that we're not getting it this year at all. Which would be very, very worrisome. But here's Monster Hunter Stories for the Nintendo Switch. Which, by the way, one thing that I did not know is how big Monster Hunter is. I honestly, I thought that this was a pretty niche title, but this game now sells millions upon millions of copies. Or sorry, maybe not Monster Hunter Stories, but like the main Monster Hunter franchise.
We can't let you interfere with our plans.
That's the Monster Red song.
Fire Emblem? Oh, were those Fire Emblem characters?
You suppose he saw this?
I'm not gonna lie, this art style appeals to me way more than the like this kind of anime cell shaded look than the regular Monster Hunter. Wings of Ruin. Uh-oh. This is probably a big reveal for Monster Hunter fans right here.
You're going to be born, huh?
That looks like a really practical armor. For sure. Super comfortable to hunt down. A raised wing. Something or another. You can receive linking up data. What was it? Available? Bro, that's like really soon. Holy. That's next month.
This legendary rock band hits the road this summer on the Hella Mega Tour with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. But first, they came together with an indie developer to create stream-safe music for the community. Yes,
Stream safe.
Co-stream this performance.
Oh, here we go. Guys, turn it up.
Never before released.
Let's hope it's a good song.
Tell me what you want.
Tell me what you want.
Break. This is Weezer.
Tell me what you want. Let's go. Weezer. Best band. Brilliant. Brilliant. What a great song. Can you imagine if literally in the lyrics of the song he's like, we're still gonna hit you with a copyright too. We told you there will not be copyrights, but we will hit you. Filing DMCAs. That would have been hilarious if in the lyrics they literally announced that they're gonna hit us with the copyrights. Like, turn it up! That looks like the Wonder Woman symbol. It does. But I think that's the Weezer's. I've heard of Weezer. I'm sure I've heard of even some of their songs, you know? Manny says, your volume is still up. Turn it down. No, we can listen to this. They said that they made copyright safe music. Jeff wouldn't lie. I believe Jeff Keighley. Press X to doubt, Jeff. Well, I'll tell you guys later on. If I get an email right away, I'll be like, okay, Jeff, you lied, Jeff. Jeff, did you lie to me, Jeff? I thought we were, I thought we were Canadians. Come on, man. I thought you'd give us the heads up. Iron Fist. Yep. Cool riff. Hold square to dance. Chat. Hold square to dance. I think it's a pretty good song. They should have had lyrics though. That way you could like karaoke it. That was good. Let's give him a round of applause. Respect.
Thank you, Rivers and guys, for that. Both the song and the game released tomorrow on PC, Nintendo Switch, music streaming platforms, Twitch soundtrack, and a limited edition 7-inch vinyl on IM 8-bit.
Cool.
All right, well, right now, let's turn to a game that we announced last
That's very
year
cool.
at the Game Awards.
They embrace the community.
From Amplitude. We
Big
showed
ups to Weezer.
a glimpse of gameplay in December, and fans wanted more. Well, here's an extended look at Endless Dungeon.
There, you see, Cup of Joe says the best section of the stream has been the indie section. So you see, for the person who was like, bro, show some AAAs. There's people like Cup of Joe who actually like the indie stuff. They prefer that. So it's supposed to be like, not every game reveal is catered. It's not called the AAA Game Fest, right? So you're gonna get a mix of things.
Oh, option B then. Rule number 2.
Defend your crystal.
Turrets to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal. Because it's their catnip.
You know, we saw that other first person. What was it called?
Yep. Just like that.
Rule
number 3.
Starcius or something? What was it called? That other one.
Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and the
This looks more fun to me, personally.
if you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4? Well, if you've got all that going, but you still can't win.
Have you seen the Battlefield trailer? Yes, I have. It looks beautiful, but every Battlefield looks beautiful. And again, I'm aware that it was only a cutscene stuff, not actual like gameplay. Sega.
What are you guys doing tonight? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5,
What a
you're
weird
probably getting ready
question.
to play Ratchet and
That's
Clank
right.
Rift Apart. I've been playing it.
Rip apart. I mean, rip the rip.
The team at Insomniac is going to be doing a special live stream on Twitch. And to tell us more, take it away, Marcus and Mike.
Let's go, Marcus and Mike. Tell us about it.
Everybody watching Summer Games Fest kickoff.
Bro, he's using a green screen. He's not really in the Insomniac Games
for Ratchet
studio.
Rift Apart. We're excited that players
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Tomorrow, and to celebrate, we want to spend some more
I
time
go
with
way more authentic with things. As you can see, I've got this brick, legitimate brick wall built.
of Rift Apart. Isn't that right, Mike?
That's right. I'm Mike Daly, the game director of Rift Apart. In addition,
How could they be both standing in the same place?
taking your questions live and talking about what it was like to develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at twitch.tv/InsomniacGames at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Eastern. Boop, 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 boop. I'm so excited for this. I think this game's going to be awesome.
We'll see you there.
The reviews have been amazing so far, which is fantastic.
All right, we're now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6.
Yo, here we
Giancarlo,
go.
Thank you for joining us. Why did you want to take on this role?
They came to me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that.
Look at that aesthetic. You got the Peloton bike.
The leader of Yara with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who, first came from a love
Double
of
lamps
Sable
like that.
and a love of his
Interesting.
community and country, and it was so in line with what's
Moff
going on in
Gideon,
the world politically
Poggers.
today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology that's so brand new, and it excites me as a filmmaker that I wanted to be a part of it.
That's so crazy how like close to the actor it is.
In your career, what was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you to stand up and speak your truth. Now you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling on the box. You're a good guy, right?
I'm a nice guy.
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason. How do you like that? Because I think part and parcel of us.
Jeez, that looks so good. Like just the facial animation's incredible.
Cumulative effect of our doing what's right, and the example of that is also to stand up and say, no, I do agree that they're good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources, but really...
Is that Minecraft 2? Yeah. This is Minecraft 2.5, actually. Just skipping 2.
Resources, something got in the way there, and hopefully that can change in the years to come. It's funny you asked me that question because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She'd never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this in college. During my money, though. So anyway,
All right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, and I have my favorites in those too. So you asked me this question. And you know, immediately I say Moff Gideon. Immediately. You know, somehow I think Gus is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on earth, but given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way, and he knows what you're thinking before you say it.
Bam, Moff Gideon.
Does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right, Giancarlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will check out the revolution in Far Cry 6.
And I can't wait for it to begin. Let the games begin!
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Giancarlo. If you
There you
haven't
go.
picked up on it yet, Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of in-game
A bit of Far Cry
an exclusive
6 insight, which I'm sure we're going to get actual lots of content revealed for in the Ubisoft conference. So again, I know people are going to be, wait, that's it for Far Cry? Well, Ubisoft's going to have their own thing, so.
Coming to the game based on a legendary game franchise.
Whoa! Fall Guys, let's go! Hoggers! Oh, it's near! Oh, Fall Guys. It like tonally does not fit at all. You know, the theme for Nier, like post-apocalyptic and all that. And then Fall Guys. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But that's a cool release. I hate this game. Dang, dude. What's with the haterade, bro? What is this? They didn't preface this. What is this? Is this Genshin Impact or no?
When the vision bearer dies, the light light in their vision will fade away.
I think this might be that Genshin. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the
That was a very random crossover. I agree, Gaming Pizza. That was kind of out of the blue. I thought they were going to announce the Fortnite skins finally. That were long rumored now. Or have those released? Genshin Impact. Play now. Wait, that's all them? PlayStation?
So today we've announced games, a publisher, Prime Matter, so why not announce a developer too?
Okay.
With me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed Deviation Games.
Deviation Games.
You guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch and Call of Duty Black Ops, but what can we expect from your new studio, guys?
Well, thanks, Jeff. And look, Jason and I, we've been mates for donkey's years. And we're like an all-married couple, Jeff. And we've been working together for decades.
Donkey years?
And we've worked on some huge franchises. You know the games.
What does that mean, Chad? I'm an uncultured man, Chad.
When you're working on those,
what are donkey years? Are donkeys renowned for living a very long time?
About what you can do. So we thought, after all these years, you know, what if we deviated? Yes. So that's Deviation Games.
Okay.
So Jeff, just trust me, all bets are off. From day one, we got complete financial security.
Those guys made COD Zombies. Cool.
Work with creative freedom and time, not just to make a brand new IP, which is what we're doing, but a groundbreaking new IP with innovation at its very core. And the team at Deviation Games, the culture we have is really, really simple. There's no place for ego. It's the best idea that always wins, and that's Deviation Games.
All right, well, big ideas from you guys as we would expect.
Okay, so show us something.
There is nothing to show on the game today, but can you tell us a bit about what kind of game you're making? What can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, you're very right there, Jeff. Very early, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. So essentially, we spent the last year building the team, right? And so what we knew was we wanted to collect passionate, creative, collaborative people and bring them together kind of under one roof. And that's what Deviation Games is. So yeah, we don't have anything
You
to
felt
right
like they're
now,
throwing shade at Treyarch? I don't
is going on.
think
We're
so.
doing something that's going to, I think, leave an indelible mark in the industry when we come out.
All right. Well,
okay.
You guys involved, as I said, we're excited about it. There is one more piece of the puzzle, though, that you want to reveal today. And for that, let's take a look at this.
Deviation Games are a PlayStation studio? Is that what it is?
Okay, big news. The stage has changed. Blue of PlayStation, so you're partnering with PlayStation. What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff. And the partnership with PlayStation, it's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality. And our team of deviators that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony, it's very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high-quality games that they do. It's hit after hit. It's award after award. And now we've been part of this process, and we see how they do things. It's really clear how they're managing to accomplish that. So we couldn't be more proud to expand PlayStation's portfolio, which we're going to do in a very, very significant way.
I mean, let's just face it, right? Sony rocks, and they get our kind of brand of crazy, so we're very happy.
So I guess I guess it's an announcement that they're going to be a PlayStation exclusive IP. But nothing to talk about. Is he emotional? I think he was.
Thank you very much, guys. All right. Well, this year is the 30th
Again, I know some people are going to be like, bro, that doesn't belong here. And maybe there's a valid point for that. But I think it's kind of cool, like, to give attention to, like, different aspects of the industry. You know what I mean? So here we go. Sonic Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to that. Get ready for the tweets. Yeah, I know. The tweets are going to be a roasting. But that's just because, you know, those who can't create criticize. So I hope those guys don't check Twitter, because you know they're going to get ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? There's some beautiful music. Ba, 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 ba. We be chillin'. Sonic Unleashed. Now I kind of want to play Sonic Unleashed just because of the music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Have you watched Assassination Classroom? No, I have not, but I have heard of it. Will we play Far Cry 6 on Family Potion? Yes. DC Fandom is coming in October. Yes. So that's probably where we're going to get news on Gotham Knights. If there is an Injustice 3, it will probably be there. And I suppose maybe news for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, maybe. I hope to see a new game for Assassin's Creed this year. I don't think we're going to get a new Assassin's Creed game this year. I think that they're going to announce Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC for this year, and then next year you're going to get the new title. That's what I think. World premiere. Back for Blood. Let's go.
Right,
this game was fun.
Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun of Back for Blood. And right now we've got a quick tease of a new boss and news on the beta.
So this is the worrisome thing, is that apparently Warner Brothers is just doing the Back for Blood reveal on Sunday, which is fine, but it's like I was kind of hoping they have Harry Potter to talk about, they have Lego Star Wars, they have Injustice possibly, right? Or whatever NetherRealm is working on, Marvel fighting game, whatever it is. Come slay with us. Is that the new guy? I don't remember seeing him in the beta. Oh, never mind. Maybe we did see him. This guy, though, we definitely didn't see. Dang. October 12th. Another nice horror game. The open beta opens up on August 5th. So if you didn't get a chance to play it back in the closed beta, in just a couple months' time, you'll get a chance to check it out. Daisy, no, Lajos, that game is very much like Left 4 Dead esque, if that makes sense. It really does feel like a spiritual like successor or sequel to those games. Although in the open beta it did not run as well, so hopefully it'll run better.
One of the games I'm most excited about in the lineup is Tunic from my fellow Canadian Andrew Scholdice. Here he is to give you a little sneak preview of the brand new demo, which you can exclusively play on Xbox starting on Tuesday.
And they have Gotham Knights to show as well. Good point. Good point, Jordan.
My name is Andrew Scholdice, and I'm working on Tunic, which is
Tunic.
a isometric action adventure about
This guy has the most calm voice ever.
Explore the wilderness, fight monsters, and find secrets.
Fascinating how it's like the way he talks kind of reflects the game, doesn't it?
And it's been changing a lot over the years. But,
like this just feels like a feels good. Oh, I thought those were spikes. I was about to say, bro, I'm like, why are you walking to the spikes?
Start the game and you are a little fox that's washed up on a beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for, you know, a lust for adventure, and you are going to wander off, and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe if you venture a little bit further, maybe you're going to find a sword. And it's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next.
This is the kind of game you play if like if at least to me, if you got like anxiety or something, you just want to chill out and play some. Although this is not showing very, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty chill still, you know. Whoa, you got caught off.
Excited about Tunic, and Sable also is going to be one of the games in that, along with a lot of other awesome titles. So check that out next week on Xbox. Next up, stave off Ragnarok in this ancient Norse-inspired.
All right, you can't use the word Ragnarok without everybody going like God of War.
Classic hack and slash gameplay goes Viking in Norsefeld's Tribes of Midgard, launching on PlayStation and PC July 27th. Here is the brand new trailer.
This guy uses the mic that Manny uses? Oh, okay. There you go, Manny. Apparently you have the same mic as the creator of Tunic.
But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets.
Dude, that elk was just not moving at all. It's like, bro, run. You're getting hit with arrows. Epic Gaming, that's what I'm saying. You can't mention the word, you cannot possibly mention the word Ragnarok in a game, any type of game show, until God of War is released. The Tunic guy literally was talking lowercase. That's a great way of describing it. He was just so chill.
To venture into new lands, build to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful. You're of little use to Midgard squashed by a troll. Craft legendary weapons, build deadly defenses, and grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way.
Man, you can't be revealing those kinds of secrets, bro, about how loud you are. Let's, how many more games and are you going to get BF6? I'll check out Battlefield, and I don't know how many more games. I think they said it was going to be 90 minutes, and that it's already been longer than 90 minutes. So I think we're probably very close to the end. Tribes of Midgard. Cool name. Pre-order and receive in-game cosmetics on PlayStation and Steam.
Who's ready for some Evil Dead?
Oh!
Now it's time for an extended look.
Here we go. Get ready for some gore.
Let's turn it over to my friend Tim Willits from Saber.
Chat, can we hit 500 likes for... Bro, my guy has the half-scale Iron Man statue. Best reveal so far. Yo, I want that. Dude, that statue right there is absolutely poggers.
Thank you.
That's the half-scale sideshow legendary scale Iron Man. That was pretty poggers. Here's Evil Dead. Bum 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 bum. Oh dang.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from
So they actually got Bruce Campbell to do the voice.
Down on the upcoming Evil Dead the game.
Evil Dead the game.
You and your friends
Not enough blood there, right?
Classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare. You'll use savage finishing moves or tear evil a new one. Or if you're not into the whole save the world thing, we have another option.
Oh, cool. There will be vehicles.
You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick.
This is honestly like this is a lot more
You'll be throwing down in places you've seen
extensive, I guess, than I thought it would be. I thought this would be like a lot more low budget, but this looks like it's actually like the animations look pretty good and stuff. So I think this will be oh my gosh, what's the name with the where you like you're trying to survive? Dead by Daylight, right? Is that what it's called? It sort of has that kind of vibe, right?
It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
No accident on the brown pants. Summary: if you hate your friends, be the demon. Yeah. But it'll also make for fun, like streams and stuff, you know. And it's interesting that you can like possess the different characters, so you don't play like one type, like how Dead by Daylight you play like that specific villain, right? Here it looks like you're going to be able to like possess different types of characters. Whoa. Holy. Is that enough blood? Coming 2021. It looks like Halloween, or if you're a fan of horror games, particularly in 2021, you got a lot of games to play.
For the grand finale.
The grand finale, Elden Ring.
This is extremely special.
Guys,
Today,
everybody
I am
hold on.
Deeply honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a
Guys.
previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase and kick off the summer in the right way.
The last game.
Without further ado,
Jeff just faints.
sit back and enjoy.
Sit back, everybody. Buckle in.
World premiere. It is finally time.
Everybody, brace yourselves. Yep. Yep. From Software and Bandai Namco Entertainment present a new world created by George R.R. Martin and Miyazaki.
Will soon return,
This is gonna break the internet.
guided by grace.
But again, coupled with, there was probably lots of people who like play, let's say, Madden only every year, who are like, what is this? You know? Like, they'll probably have zero interest in this. So that's what I'm saying. Everything is like relative, right? Holy, okay, that was kind of cool. Elden Ring, yes. Whoa. Dude, those guys look like out of Bloodborne. Like those, actually almost Dark Souls, I guess, with like the hair.
In search of the Elden Ring,
Yikes.
emboldened by the flame of ambition, someone must extinguish thy flame.
Dude, they have such like a great tone, you know? Like, it's just this... very specific From Software feel. Whoa, look at that lichen. Okay, I see you, dragon. Man, how many boss fights have we seen already? That's how you make a reveal.
Playing as a lord, I command thee now.
Was that a different dragon? Oh, sneak attack. That's another boss fight. Dude, this is insane.
Brandish the Elden Ring.
Jeez, that looks crazy. Elden Ring. Let's go. Give us a date. Wow, dude. January 21st, 2022. Whoo, next year's going to be off to a hot start.
Elden Ring is coming, as you saw, January 21st.
Dang, that's like
To
soon.
next gen, current gen. It's so incredible, and I want to thank so much.
Oh, interesting. It's going to be PS4 as well, I guess, right?
At Elden Ring. I
Hmm.
hope you guys are happy. Oh my God, I'm free out of prison. All right. And that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part, and for you and watching.
That is like 7 months from now. Yeah. That's crazy. I thought for sure that would be like either really late next year or maybe even 2023. But they showed so much. It was like, okay, it looks like it's pretty ready. Dude, 2022 is going to be stacked with games. It is going to be absolutely stacked because a lot of stuff that got delayed from last year and getting delayed throughout this year.
For Gamescom Opening Night Live. And this December, I am so happy to say that the Game Awards will return as an in-person ceremony at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles.
Hey!
More details are coming later this summer. Thanks again for being a part of Summer Game Fest. We will see you tomorrow for more, and stay tuned for the Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine right now. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Jeff. Thank you so very much for holding this event for us. I'm not sure you'll ever hear this, but thank you. So, holy moly, what a way to end it. That Elden Ring reveal, though, huh? I mean, that was absolutely bananas. Like, look at the amount of areas that we'll get to visit. The environments, like, it's not just the boss fights and the character design and all that. Like, look at those castles, the caves, the caverns. It looks like a pretty epic world. It looks like From Software might have another game of the year on their hands coming out right at the start of the year. So we'll see how things go. But I believe when they released Bloodborne, I think that game had come out maybe like February or something like that as well. So, and that game got a lot of praise. So hopefully the same will apply to Elden Ring, if it deserves it, of course. But it certainly looks like it most likely will. So, with that in mind, guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with me, watching the Summer Game Fest. Let me know what you guys thought as far as your favorite reveal. Obviously, they kicked off. I think that as far as like if you're a big AAA gamer, I think they kicked off and closed the show very strong. You get Wonderlands at the start. That's the first reveal. You get Elden Ring as the closer. You really couldn't get two games that are more unlike one another, but really great to kind of show you the breadth of the show itself, like in terms of just how many different things they announced. So let me know what you guys thought was your favorite reveal. I also want to thank all 495 of you who went ahead and smashed that thumbs up button. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to be able to do the discussion stuff right now just because I have to go quickly eat, and then I'm going to set up for the Mario Kart stream. So I'm going to go on ahead and stream again in a little while. But let's do a little bit of discussion just in the chat, just because I'm curious. This is just the beginning. What is just the beginning? Elden Ring or what? I can't decide. Payday 2? You mean Payday 3? Is that what you mean? Yeah, the only thing that was kind of a bummer with the Payday reveal is that it was just very like after they showed it, they didn't even show a logo. Like Jeff literally says, "Oh, Payday 3." So it would have been cool if there was like more attention on it, you know? But again, I don't know how big that franchise is, I suppose. There's the reveal for Wonderlands. Oh, whoops, sorry. Wait. Where? Where is it? There. You're disappointed? Fair enough, Javen. I mean, hopefully the next couple of reveals coming in hot over the course of the next few days. Maybe something there will be more up your alley, but I was not. I definitely I don't know. Maybe I had lower expectations than some people, but I thought this was a great show. Just in terms of the variety of stuff that we saw. We saw a bunch of stuff that I've never heard of. Some things that we saw, like a lot of the MMO stuff, I'm never going to play. But I'm glad for the people that will get a chance to play it. And again, there was nice variety there as far as those games are concerned. But I will play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands for sure. I think this is a cool game. I'll definitely play Elden Ring. So I thought there were some big hitters there still. The darker games were your favorites. Fall Guys, Epic Games. Okay. What time for the Mario Kart stream? I don't know. I'll probably take maybe 30 minutes to eat real quick. Like, even just the voice cast for this is going to be insane. You know that this is going to be hilarious. And the idea behind this, which seems to me like basically Tiny Tina kind of hosts her own almost like D&D game, but the characters in the game, that's who you actually get to play as. I think that's going to be really awesome. You know? Spider Cup says I'm kind of disappointed too. Fair enough. Ratchet and Clank is coming out tomorrow. Yes, I know. I think the Star Wars Saga and Microsoft E3 not at LegoCon because it wasn't on schedule, and Microsoft is the one who markets the game. And I'm mad it's not at Gamefest. I hope we see it. I would love to see some news for it because I am getting a little worried as to why they've been so hush-hush, right? Like, keep in mind, the game was already supposed to be out twice. So it was supposed to come out last year, then delayed into this year, still hasn't been announced or anything like that. So it is definitely concerning. Considering now we have E3 in 2 days, that is insane. We got today alone. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about the fact, like, first of all, I think Bandai Namco is like becoming a force to be reckoned with, because I think people don't understand how big the possibility of a My Hero Academia Fighters game and coupled Elden Ring and coupled Demon Slayer game. Like, they've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. So I'm hoping those 2 fighting games get announced at E3 in some conference. So we'll see how that plays out. And now keep in mind also, like, as a community, you have to remember that Sony is not even showing up at E3. They're probably going to show up within the next couple of weeks after E3. So they're going to do their own like state of play type thing. And during that, I would not be surprised if we finally see gameplay for God of War Ragnarok. I would not be surprised if maybe the way that they close their show is finally announcing Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So I think that there's still lots to be excited about, you know? And I think that, to be fair, like, I think that this year is going to be still kind of weak on releases, but I think, again, you have to remember the context of everything that's gone on in the world over the course of the last, 14, 15 months. So I think that next year, though, I think will possibly be like an all-time great year for gaming, just because I just think a lot of the stuff that's delayed into this year and next, from last year into this year, and then from this year into next year, I think that we'll see a pretty insane lineup of games. So I think that next year is really going to be the big hitters. And I just think that they're going to start promoting and kind of building up the hype cycle starting now. Are you going to stream E3? Yes, I will. Well, not all of it. I'll stream like the Microsoft conference, probably Ubisoft conference as well. So that sort of thing. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the Summer Game Fest. Again, a huge thank you to obviously Jeff Keighley and all the team there for putting this together for us to go on ahead and check out. Again, you can leave your opinions and thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you so very much for hanging out. You guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you in just a little while on the Mario Kart stream. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye.